The battle for free speech is raging on, especially on college campuses, where predominantly many young adults who subscribe to leftist liberal ideologies, or at least they say so, are calling for new restrictions, especially on speech. Now people are saying the following story that we are going to be talking about, and the next video we're going to be showing, is these new restrictions coming back and biting them in the ass. The story reads, and is titled, University of Arizona will charge 2 students over protest of Border Patrol event on campus. Now, me and Jason have watched the original video. It's important to update you on everything that happened. And honestly, this is a very kind of complicated case, and there's 2 sides of the story. And we're definitely going to need some audience participation in the comment section to get some clarity on this event, because it's not an easy one to call out, Jason, right?
No, you know, it's not. And first of all, we don't know what the charges are even going to be, right? So let's start there. They have not been charged. It
says here that they're going to be charged with misdemeanors.
Yep.
And it's supposedly a citation from campus police for interfering with the police conduct of an education institution. Still a misdemeanor, but again, that's what we're seeing. Not yet confirmed, but this is not federal charges by the county that this kind of event unfolded, which we're going to be watching a video of, as well as another video that I really want to break down about this particular culture. Sorry, Jason. Keep going.
Yeah, no, again, they're saying they're going to be misdemeanors in what they are, but they have not been filed yet. The police have confirmed. So again, we don't know exactly what these charges are going to be, and that kind of plays into how I feel about this video. You know, when we start it, and let's start her up right now. Let's bring it out there.
So these are where the charges are stemming from.
Yes.
People need to know.
First of all, let's put it into context. There is a protest going on outside of the university that you're not aware of as this is happening. For these Border Patrol agents, okay? So here, I may not agree with her in the beginning, but I'm not so sure she should be charged. But let's start making decisions.
I don't know who allowed the murder patrol murderers into campus where I pay to be here, and they allow murderers to be on campus where I pay to be here. Murderers on campus. Murders on campus. This is supposed to be a safe space for students, but they allow an extension of the KKK into campus. An extension of the KKK into campus.
I want to just pause it right there.
Here, Jason. Let's pause it here, because obviously she's being very disruptive here.
Well, first of all,
she's making a very big stretch. Go ahead.
She hasn't. Listen, if this was it, I'd be very upset that she was getting charged with anything other than utter ignorance and repeating the same talking points again and again and again, because she doesn't have anything intellectual to say at all. Let's go over this. We're 41 seconds deep in this. She's now said murderers 3 to 5 times on campus. There's murderers on campus. Those 2 gentlemen, I would highly doubt, have murdered anybody, have never shot anybody. I don't know that. Okay, I don't know that for a fact, but that's like saying that everybody that served in the military is a murderer. Everybody who is a police officer is a murderer. Basically, anybody in law enforcement who carries a weapon is a murderer. False statement. Then we get to KKK. Again, she repeats this twice. She's got her talking points, right, Luke? That it's just ignorance. And by the way, there are people of color that are on the Border Patrol. Many of them. My friend, I don't want to say his name, but his last name is Rivera. He did ICE for years after doing the military. As far as I know, he's not a murderer. And he was doing his job. So to say that he is an extension of the KKK, it makes me want to vomit in my mouth.
And Jason, just as you know, as I know people, on different kind of, law enforcement. I even have like cops randomly coming up to me, being like, I love everything you do. I subscribe to everything you do. Again, this is a very anti-establishment channel. It all depends on the officer. As you know, the situation with law enforcement officials is very complicated. To kind of generalize it and make it more hyperbolic, you get rid of any kind of legitimate criticism that could be levied against the Border Border Patrol, because when you just go so hyperbolic, you destroy any form of rational conversation. I disagree strongly with what this woman is doing, but she clearly wants to get attention. She clearly wants to disrupt. There's another. Should we just play it just a little bit more and just kind of maybe keep the volume low and kind of talk over it as this is happening? Because you know, obviously this event is unfolding. She's kind of opening the door and kind of screaming, trying to disrupt this event. I also find it interesting the next scene that happens when someone's coming over being like, are you okay? Because I mean, if you're on a college campus and someone is screaming, there's murderers around, that doesn't create the best safe kind of situation, especially when you're just being just hyperbolic and basing your statements on no facts at all. And a great point you made here, no critical thinking, because she's just repeating the same lines here. She's like an NPC, to say the least.
Oh, I hate those terms. I don't want to hear about cucking and NPCing and all these hip and cuckservative and all that. All I know is the things she are saying is destructive and in no way. Listen, but again, she has the right to say them. At this point, I'm not charging her. Let's continue to watch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what I told you to. No, that's okay.
All right, so now she's thrown the door out.
Murder Patrol is here on campus. This is supposed to be a safe space for students, but we have the Murder Patrol here. How about you talk about slashing water? How about you talk about taking the shoes off migrants, letting them walk through the desert barefoot? How about you talk about all the graves of unidentified folks
that they had nothing to do with? They were those two guys. Had nothing to do. I'm pretty sure they've never taken shoes from
There are students that paid to be here, that need this to be a safe space for them.
Safe spaces.
And we have the KKK and their supporters right here at the U of A.
You're welcome to sit in. But
great, I can sit in the entire time. I'll just be saying that they're murderers the entire fucking time.
Oh, now we're cursing.
It's the truth.
Okay.
Murderers, and you as a club should be more conscious of the rest of the students on this campus and the students that need to be safe on this campus, and maybe find a meeting place outside. No, I do not feel safe with them here. Nope, I'm gonna stand. No, white woman calling the police. White woman calling the police.
Because as you can see, the organizers are going out of their way to appease this person. They're like, hey, you could sit down and be a part of the discussion and learn here and, you know, talk and express yourself, but as long as you don't disrupt, it's just a rational thing to do. But she's going off and saying, I don't feel safe. Like, come on. Like, why are you putting yourself screaming, going crazy, and then using this kind of keyword, this kind of word that they're using to justify more government kind of control and action? Again, I still disagree with this person, but she's just being, you know, a butt. But I don't know. I think we have a right to be a butt sometimes. I think we have a right to express ourselves even if we're wrong.
Right now, it's still, you know, I think maybe she should get charged. She did put her foot in the door.
I don't think
and push
she should get charged.
Not yet. But now they're calling the police, right? So now we've escalated it. We're about to hear her say some things. So now we're at police level in the next part. So let's continue watching it. Because
really, just another thing. She did bring up a point where we're talking about slashing water jugs, which has been documented by the Border Patrol. I'm trying to find the shoes, migrant shoes, walking back, taking them away. I'm not seeing anything of that at all, but I'm going to do a little bit more research. But that is a factual basis, because there has been organizations going down to the border and leaving water for migrants who are crossing illegally. And Border Patrol has been caught on video slashing the water jug.
Hold on. Yeah. Yes, but that's very different than the way that she phrases it, where that she makes it sound like they're coming across and they take their water from them and slash it. No, that's part of their job. We're not trying to make it easier for them to cross the border. They're not, like I said, they're not walking up to people and taking their shoes, and they're not like, you're coming in, here's your... No. Come on, man.
That's the point. That's the point that I was going to make. Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's keep playing it.
So let's continue.
Yeah.
If you don't feel safe, I will call the UAPD.
You think the UAPD is going to make me feel safe? Yeah. White woman and white man calling the police.
White woman and I hate that.
Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol. Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol, Murder
They sound so intelligent.
Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol, Murder Patrol.
You know, I'm going to mute this because it's just Murder Patrol. But this is what really
she
bothers
doesn't say anything else intellectual.
Well, it bothers. They got their wish. This one girl, see, this is tough. Now, do you actually charge her because the police never came? I don't like what she did, but I like freedom of speech. I don't know. This is a tough one for me, Luke. I honestly
see. This is it's a tough one because again, the debate is here. People are saying that this is a good policy. It's good that she was charged because this doesn't protect the right to stop and infringe on other people's speech. And this is what people are saying that she did. Again, it's a hard one because you know, could you make an argument that the free speech of these individuals in this private event were restricted? Well, yeah, they made it very difficult to you know, kind of coexist with each other. Should someone be charged with misdemeanors for doing that? No, I don't think so. I think there should have been maybe some kind of security that came in and said, hey, you could sit down and be quiet and be a part of this event, but this is a private event that could allow you to be here or not. Please leave. But time and time again, we're seeing security just totally break down, especially on college campuses where students are screaming at them and the administration to act ridiculous, which lines up the next video that we're going to show on college campuses.
Well, before we get done, because they're still walking, I want people to see this because, look, here they are getting in their car. There was some kind of a protest, but what really bothered me about that is, yeah, we didn't even get any law enforcement, any campus police, the impatience. Like, they started walking literally 2 minutes into that. 2 minutes they left. Now, if that wasn't if that was supposed to keep going, if they gave up after 2 minutes without any arbitrator coming in, that's bothersome to me too. That doesn't show much of a spine on these guys. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, the administrations are terrified to do anything. They're terrified to speak out and be like, hey, students, your temper tantrums don't work. They're proving that they do work, which is asinine and stupid. Security should have came in there, kept the two sides separated, be like, sit down, be quiet, or please leave. You have a right to be a part of this event and learn and actually hear about a different discussion. But if you want to be crazy, go be crazy on your own time, somewhere else in your own space, without trying to restrict someone else's free speech. Bada bing, bada boom, no charges anywhere. Everyone's happy. No police need to be involved. But again, this divide and conquer agenda, again, it's hard here because the next video we're about to play is absolutely terrifying in the mentality of some of these individuals because it shows you how just easily brainwashed they were and convinced they were that white people are their pure enemy, out to kill them, out to steal their water and shoes and make them walk through the desert, literally what they're kind of initiating here, and just trying to kill them. This is the mind control synopsis that has taken over the minds of so many young people because of the mainstream media, Hollywood entertainment bullcrap that has convinced them that they are the victim and everyone's out there to hurt them, which is absolutely not the case. Do you want to play this next clip, Jason?
Yeah, let's get to it. It's pretty manic.
It is just as a symbol of white supremacy. I don't want to see that. I wake up every day and I see my people getting killed. Take that shit off. Okay, hold on.
Wow. So, again, very emotionally charged video. A young woman at a college seeing another young man with a MAGA hat and just saying, running to a police officer, I don't want to see that. I have to see my people being killed every day. A very strong, again, incorrect statements here. She goes on and on and on. And how about this is a symbol of this and this? It's a stupid hat. But they've been so conditioned and trained to see themselves as victims that they have, crazy emotional freakouts. And I feel sorry for this lady because she is being just told time and time again, people are out there to hurt you. People are out there to kill you. They're killing black people all the time. Again, the statistics are definitely totally about face on that, by the way, if you actually start looking into who kills black men and why the conditions create those situations. But again, that's not what is talked about. Rational, factual, calm conversations are not talked about. Let's keep playing some of this video because, Jason, I want to kind of get your kind of touch on this because to me, this is extremely, extremely sad to see the level of emotional manipulation that is happening on college campuses and also because of the media.
Well, she also dropped the white supremacist bomb, too. I just want to throw that out there.
Okay. All I want is conversation. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Listen. No, you don't understand. This is deeper than that, bro.
No.
It's deeper than that.
You don't understand.
No. Don't tell me that. I'm not going to tell you what you do and don't know. So don't do the same to me. So it's okay. I'm just to wear a MAGA hat, but tomorrow.
It's okay to wear a MAGA hat. Yes.
I'm telling you. Because I'm not if I wear a turban and I come in here, it's okay. Listen, it's okay. It's okay, right?
I'll talk to you.
It's okay.
I
admit.
Listen to me.
Let's all start wearing turbans and go to class. Let's see how long.
Okay. See, this has nothing to do with it, Jason. You want to say something? Just cut me off anytime.
I mean, let's stop right here.
To do with it.
Turbans, okay. If somebody wants to wear a turban, again, this is the United States of America. You can do so. Let's not forget, Barack Obama might as well have had his own clothing line. You lived in New York City. Probably New York City and California were the two worst. But, dude, we're not just talking about, Make America Great Again or Hope and Change shirts or the Shepherd Ferry thing that was plastered all over. The dude had, literally iced out t-shirts with gold lining and Barack Obama. I mean, he had so many shirts out. If you go to eBay right now, type in Barack Obama shirts, and maybe we'll do it while you talk in a second. I show you how many. Did anybody have a freak out when someone was wearing a Barack Obama shirt? No. Is there any meltdowns of somebody being like, I won't sit next to a person or be in the same room of someone that has a Barack Obama shirt? No, because if you did, you would have been a racist and a bigot in reality. Not the other way around.
And we got to say, the officer here handles the situation pretty well because it's a very emotionally charged situation. He's showing, restraint. He's showing calmness. And he's like, hey, stop telling me what I believe and don't believe. Stop having all these perceptions. Stop thinking that, your emotions are absolutely true and everyone has to bow down to them. Just because you see something doesn't mean you can scream at an officer to go do something for him and restrict people's rights to do that. This is just absolute... I hate to say it, but I think close to mental disorder, especially when you're running up to police saying, get that man, and believing that it's so hyperbolically tied into people trying to kill you. This is the level of absolute lunacy that we are at on college campuses where people can't even handle a hat. Jason, I have nothing else to say to this. What else do you have to say? And let's end it here.
Yeah, that's about it. If you look over to the side right now, you can see there's not many negative shirts about Barack Obama, but I guarantee these aren't parodies. You can buy just about every one of these, and I assure you, there have been hundreds, if not thousands of these things produced since he took office and before. I mean, all over the place, saw him in every store. And now if you wear a MAGA hat, you're a bigot. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's why we're talking about it. And we're doing 4 videos a day. 1 on the main channel, 3 on the backup. If you're not subscribed to We Are Change and Pulse Change, please do so. Ring that bell. We need you to hit that notification button so you find out when we actually put these out there. Share them on social media, please, please, please. And most importantly, get out there and be the change you want to see in the world.